If I showed you these three words in Japanese, what would you guess the differences between them would be? Maybe that the first two words have two characters and the last one only has one, or that they all mean different things? Well, what if I told you that they actually all meant the same thing? They all say ichi, which means one in Japanese, but they're all written in the different Japanese writing systems. This one in hiragana, this one in katakana, and this one in kanji. Hiragana, katakana, and kanji, each distinct from one another, are all used for different purposes and in different ways in the Japanese writing system. Now, I'm sure some of us have had to learn a different language at some point of our lives, whether that be because of high school requirements or if you've moved to another country and had to learn the native tongue. I've been in that boat with you as I've been studying Japanese for the past 5 years. And it is through knowledge that I've gained through studying, as well as scholarly information that I've found online through databases, that today I would like to inform you of the differences between and the purposes and uses of the three Japanese writing systems of hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Let's first start off with all students of Japanese learn as the first Japanese writing system, which is hiragana. Hiragana is the base of the writing systems. It is used for words to write words of Japanese origin, and according to Yuki Matsuda in his 2017 article on the socio-cultural analysis of Japanese writing systems, says that hiragana is also used for, quote, particles and the conjugation part of verbal elements, end quote. So, to show you some of those words of Japanese origin written in hiragana, we can see that the word hai, which means yes in Japanese, and the phrase konnichiwa, which means good afternoon or hello, are written in hiragana. Now they are also used as grammar particles. So we can see this hiragana character wa would be placed after a word to indicate that is the subject of the sentence, and in the same way the hiragana character o would be placed after a word to indicate that it is the direct object of the sentence. And finally, hiragana are also used to conjugate verbs. So if I wanted to change this word right here, which says nomimasu, or to drink, to say nomemasu, or can drink, all you would do is take this hiragana character mi and change it to the hiragana character me to change its meaning. Now that we've gone over the base of the Japanese writing systems, hiragana, let's go over the second of the Japanese writing system, katakana. Katakana is built off of hiragana but is used in different ways and looks different, more square-like compared to the cursive-like hiragana. Now, katakana, again according Matsuda, is used for, quote, foreign words from non-kanji regions like marathon or trophy. They are also used to write foreign names. So, to show you some examples of those foreign words, you can see that here, marathon and trophy, foreign words, would be written in katakana and pronounced as marathon or turofi. Now those foreign words can also be called loanwords. Hannah Kerner explains this in her 2020 article on contemporary loanword analysis as saying, quote, loanwords or gairaigo, words borrowed from other languages, are an integral part of the Japanese language and are estimated to account for around 10% of the modern Japanese lexicon. So again, these foreign words like marathon and trophy. And finally, they are also used to write foreign names. For example, my name, Madeline Unabia, would be written in katakana as Madeline Unabia. And now that we've gone over two of the three Japanese writing systems, let's go over the final one and the arch enemy of all students learning Japanese, which is kanji. Kanji is by far the most complex of the three writing systems. And once more, referring to Matsuda, says that kanji is used for, quote, words such as nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs, end quote. They are also used with hiragana and kanji and can have multiple meanings and pronunciations, as well as share pronunciations with different kanji but mean different things. But unlike hiragana and katakana, kanji function a little bit differently. Sotirova, in his 2011 article on the empirical study of kanji as images, does a great job of explaining this by saying, quote, Japanese kanji function non-phonetically in the system of language and contribute to a slightly different structure of the linguistic sign as a graphic image." End quote. In other words, they function as images to convey their meanings. To show you an example of that, if you put the mountain kanji yama next to a picture of a mountain, you can kind of see that they resemble each other in some ways. And they are also, you have also multiple pronunciations and meanings, and the hiragana and kanji that follow them change according to those. So for example, this kanji by itself is pronounced netsu and means fever, but if we add the hiragana I after it, it changes its pronunciation to atsui and means hot to the touch. They can also share pronunciations across kanji but mean different things. For example, both of these words say hanasu, but this hanasu with this kanji means to talk, and this hanasu with this kanji means to release. Now that we've gone over all three Japanese systems of writing of hiragana, katakana, and kanji, I'm sure they might look very complex and confusing, so let's go over them one more time. Hiragana is used for words of Japanese origin, grammar particles, and to conjugate verbs. Katakana is used for foreign or loan words as well as to write foreign names. And finally, kanji, developing its meaning through the images that it represents, can have multiple meanings and pronunciations as well as share meaning across kanji or share pronunciation across kanji but mean different things. Now, at least for me, I'm still perfecting the writing system of kanji as there are hundreds of characters that I still have yet to learn, but I hope through what I've learned so far that I've helped you learn a bit of the difficult but fun to learn Japanese writing systems of hiragana, katakana, and kanji.